The question is Mac, Apple versus Windows or PC. I've been debating this question for a very long time, and I've been living in both of the ecosystems for over 10 years at the same time. I've had Apple stuff and Windows stuff at the same time, so I've got the best of both worlds, but now it's time to decide. By the way, if I'm talking a little bit quieter and my energy levels are a bit lower, it's because I'm absolutely wrecked. I had a baby last night, 6:22. I had my second son. I haven't slept at night at all, pretty much. But you know what? These boxes, I'm excited to open them. Baby's asleep at the moment. If they cry, I might have to run down and, But for now, let's talk about Windows versus Apple. Now, before we go into the big question, let's open these boxes and see what's inside. Because who doesn't like unboxing? I'll open the big one first here, because it takes the most space. Let's have a look. Inside we have 3 things. Now, this over here, this is the second time I'm buying this, and not because the first one broke. This here is the best knife sharpener in the world. I know this is nothing to do with tech, but if you have a kitchen, if you have any knives in the household, then this is the best accessory you can buy for your kitchen. This little thing over here, how this works is, just adjust it down and put it on a flat surface like that. Pull this lever down, boom. Is this the baby? There's a little arrow over here pointing this way. All you do is put your knife in between there and pull your knife backwards like that. Gentle little strokes. There you go. See, interruptions come along. So anyway, this here, I've done it like maybe 10 times now. Oh my word, it's so sharp. Look at that. Oh. Anyway, it's absolutely awesome thing. If you want to know how much this costs, it's only 8 quid. It's absolutely awesome, and anyone can sharpen them. It's so easy. Anyway, that's for that. I'm gonna sharpen all my unboxing knives later on. This is just a USB-C hub and a laptop case, which we're gonna get into in a moment. Okay, what's inside here? This is quite heavy. Let's have a look. Oh, ball head. This is by the company called Coolertron. Coolertron. Wow, it looks really solid. Oh, that is smooth. Oh, that's much nicer than what I have over there. Oh man, I need to change that. Wow, that's brilliant. And let's have a look what's inside here. Oh, did you see that? Oh, that opens super nice. This over here is something very, very creative and cool. So first of all, little cloth, but you're wondering what the cloth is for? The cloth is for this little thing. It's a prism, glass prism. Whoa. Yo guys. It's probably better if it's a little bit more zoomed in. You've probably seen my previous video about my MacBook Pro. So basically, I've had a MacBook Pro for almost 10 years, and I've loved every single day of it. Since I got it, I absolutely loved it. But I also have an editing PC, which is Windows. So I've lived on both of these worlds for a very long time. And you kind of get the benefits of both the worlds when you're doing something like that. But also, there are some issues. So for example, when you're using one and you want to convert to other, then when it gets a little bit complicated. And in an ideal world, it's always better if you have one ecosystem that you can kind of commit to. And then there's less issues that way. So I've seen a lot of creators online at the moment talking about Windows versus PC, especially on the laptop world, because the laptops of Windows laptops always used to be, first of all, looking terrible. Second of all, like not as good as Apple. Apple was always a little bit ahead of the race for some reason, and it's not like a specific thing you can put your finger on, because I know if you're one of those Windows or Apple guys in the comment section, you can go mental about why, you know, a certain platform is better than the other. But what I'm trying to say here is that a lot of creators are actually, I've seen, move from Mac to Windows, because what Windows provides hardware wise and performance wise is almost double for the same price what you get for Apple. For what I do, using editing softwares like Lightroom, you know, Photoshop, Adobe Premiere Pro, Media Encoder, the more power you have, the better it is. It might be different for you if you're using Final Cut, which is Apple's ecosystem way of doing editing. Then definitely this program will work much better on Apple. In fact, you can't even use it on Windows. But in my case, I was in the point where my laptop broke and I was thinking, should I get MacBook or Windows? Windows, Mac, Apple. Do you know me? I have decided. I've moved into one ecosystem. I've moved from one to the other. So make a guess now by popping up onto this little banner over there and take a ball whether I went Windows or Mac. I mean, it should be obvious already why I'm making this video, but the thing is, I found a laptop that looks, first of all, as good as Apple, in my opinion, or very, very close. In fact, I prefer that look over the Apple, and believe me, I'm quite a big fan of the Apple design, the minimalism, looking really smart, elegant, cool. It's really cool, but I've got something cooler. And that's why there's a laptop case over here. Gonna be another video coming out about the unboxing of the laptop. But what I'm trying to say is, I didn't even go with the latest version of that laptop. I went with the last year's version, and not even the best version of the last year's version. And the laptop is actually as good or even better than my editing PC in the back over there, which means I have all the editing power and opportunities, portable, go wherever you want. I can edit wherever I want, which is absolutely awesome. Which means if I have someone else helping me with edit in the office, then there's two people that can edit at the same time, while if I'm going anywhere, I can take the editing always with me. So one of the benefits of having a Windows laptop is that you don't even need the latest version of that laptop to actually be relevant in the world, or in the editing world. So if you're a creator, you know, you probably know that, you know, if you're using Premiere Pro, in my example, you know, using Premiere Pro requires a lot of power. So if you go on the Apple ecosystem, then Windows kind of gives you twice the amount of power for the same amount of money. But if you don't even buy the latest version of the Mac, you can really struggle to edit on Premiere Pro. Whereas what I bought was it's not even the best version of last year's model, and it's very, very powerful. 16 gigs of RAM, i7, graphics card 1060, loads of other things. It's absolutely super powerful. Now I've given some of the specs away, but you still don't know which laptop it is. But what I'm saying is, when going with Windows, where I found myself was that I felt like I need to decide either the best one from Apple or the best one from Windows, and I realized, man, I can't afford this. And I was looking around and I realized, actually, why do I need the best version of the laptop? It's just like the marketing of the world has made you feel like you need the latest version of the phone. You know, you need the version of the laptop, iPad, you know, your Apple Watch, your other products, you need the latest version. Actually, you don't need the latest version. You know, my cameras are still a few years old, they shoot 4K, things like that, but I don't need the latest version of the laptop. So I realized, actually, that kind of freed me from something, and I hope, you know, I can help you with as well, and maybe this can free you from something like this feeling that you need the latest thing. Actually, you don't. Just look at the thing what you really need. Just look at your situation rationally. Okay, do I need that much this, or do I need this? Actually, this is a little bit overkill and I'm never going to use it. You don't need to go with the latest version when choosing Windows and wanting to do editing, whereas I feel like you need the latest version of Apple if you want to be fast enough and not pull your hairs out when editing in Premiere Pro. What do you guys think? I mean, please feel free to prove me wrong in the comment section below, but anyway, this is it. I'd like to end this video by going downstairs and actually taking this laptop, or showing the box of this. Well, you know, you're gonna have to wait a few days for me to do the unboxing of the laptop, because I'm gonna go downstairs, bring it up, I'm gonna film the unboxing, and then I'm gonna use it. But you guys, you're gonna have to wait for a little bit, but I'm really excited. Okay, just wanted to make this video because I saw a lot of people actually move from Apple to Windows in the recent days. Some of the creators that I've been following, and I thought, wow, that is interesting, because I've literally went through exactly the same thought process. What I'm saying is, if you've always been on Apple, or you've always been in the Apple ecosystem, feel free to just browse around and just maybe think a little bit outside the box. I know there's some benefits and some, you know, drawbacks on both sides, but in my case, I felt like when doing editing, Windows gives you a much better option. Anyways guys, I'm really excited for opening this laptop. Wait till the next video. I'm gonna go upstairs, film it right now. So thanks guys for watching. I'd like to know what your thoughts are in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.